Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Previously we have discussed about how we can take user input in Python and what is typecasting. So in this video we will be doing some programs related to typecasting and user inputs. So let's start the video right now. So now I am inside my VS Code and I will create a file here. So for that I'll click here and give the name as tutorial 19 underscore practice.py. Okay, practice.py, and I will press enter. Then you can see this file is created. So now we will write a program where we can take two numbers from user and add them and print the result into the console. Okay, so I will be writing here uh, addition addition of two numbers. Okay, so I'll be writing that program. So for that I will write here two input function, because we need to take two input from user and I need to store them into two variables. So for that I will write here num1 is equals to input, and inside that I will write here enter first number. Okay, enter first number, and then I will take another variable num2 is equals to input, and I'll write here enter the second number. Enter the second number, and now whenever user give two numbers as input, these numbers are stored inside num1 and num2. Okay, so now I need to print the addition of two number num1 and num2. So for that I will write here a print statement, print, and inside it I will be writing the addition of two number the addition of two numbers. I'll be writing here plus, and inside bracket I'll be writing num1 plus num2. Okay, num1 plus num2. So now if I run this file, then you can see it is printing enter first number. So I'll be enter here suppose 4, and then hit enter. Then it will ask for second number, and I will enter here suppose 5, and then hit enter. Then you can see it is printing the addition of two number is 45. So it should not be like this, because the addition of two number 4 and 5 should not be 45. So let me explain you what is happening here. It is interesting thing. So see, whenever we use input function, this input function converts whatever the data we give as input, that data into string. Okay, that means this 4 is stored inside the variable num1 in the form of string, and also this 5 is stored inside the variable num2 in the form of string. Okay, so if I print here the type of num1, and also the type of num2, and now if I just comment this print statement, and now if I run this file, then suppose I will give your 4 and 5, and then hit enter. Then you can see it is showing that these two variables are of type string. Okay, that means these two are string. So when I am doing addition here num1 plus num2, it is actually not adding two number, it is doing string concatenation here. So see how this string concatenation is happening. So let me clear the terminal, and let me comment all of this code. Okay, so now what is happening here, the variable inside the num1 will be like this 4. Okay, and the variable inside norm2 will be like this. Okay, so now if I add number 1 and number 2, then what will happen here? Print norm1 plus norm2, then you can see, if I run this file, then you can see it is coming as 45. That means it is simply concatenating two strings, okay, 4 and 5. So it is similar to string concatenation. That is, if I take here where 1 is equals to hello, and where 2 is equals to welcome, and now if I print here var1 plus var2, var1 plus var2, and now if I run this file, then you can see it is printing hello welcome. That means these two strings are concatenated by each other. So adding the two strings means we are concatenating two strings. Okay, that means this string is concatenated with this string. Okay, so similar thing happening here. Here 4 is in the form of string and 5 is also in the form of string. So whenever I am doing addition, so they are concatenated, so that's why result is coming as 45. Okay, so it is a problem, but what is the solution of this problem? Okay, so let me explain you. I will be deleting all these things. So now I will uncomment all our previous code, and let me clear this print statement. So now we can do one thing. So before doing addition, we need to convert these strings into integer, and then after that we can do addition. Taking a variable here, race is equals to, now I will convert this norm1 into integer. Okay, so it is now in the form of string, so I want to convert it into integer. So for that we have a function available, that is our int. So inside int function I will be pass norm1. Okay, so now this is integer. Okay, so now I will add this thing with int of norm2. Okay, so now this thing, this norm1 will be converted to integer, and here this norm2 will be converted to integer, and then this addition is known as integer addition. Okay, so this is integer addition. Now if I want to print the result res, then then you can see the result. Okay, now I will print this file. See, if I enter 4 and hit enter, and I'll type here 5 and then hit enter, now you can see error is coming. Okay, so what is the error? Type error. Can only concatenated string to string. That means we can concatenated only two strings, not one string and one number. So see here, if I type here print type of res, print type of res, now if I run this file, yeah, so enter first number, the first number is 4 and the second number is 5, and then hit enter, then you can see it is printing class int. That means this type of res is now integer. Okay, so we are doing here string plus integer. So that means we are concatenating string with a integer, so that's why this error is coming. Okay, so to avoid this error, what we can do is we can just write here uh, comma res. Okay, comma res. I will clear the terminal, and I will run this file. So I will enter the first number as 4 and hit enter, the second number is 5 and hit enter, then you can see the result is coming as 9. Okay, so now we are getting correct result. So we can do it in another way also. So let me clear the terminal, and here instead of writing race is equals to integer of number 1 plus int of number 2, I can directly write this statement here. Okay, I can directly write that statement here, and no need to write this statement, and I will clear this print statement also. So now if I run this file, then you can see, if I type here 10, then hit enter, and suppose I will write here 20, then hit enter, then you can see the addition is coming as 30. Okay, so here we can also change the data type while taking input. Okay, so that means in this line we can change the data type from string to integer. So see how. So let me copy this code, and I will comment the entire code here. Now I will paste in the below. Now instead of writing this, we can directly write it as norm1 plus norm2. Okay, but we need to convert this norm1 norm2 into integer. So for that I can write here int, and here the closing bracket. So that means inside integer I can write the input function. Okay, so similarly we can write here as well int, and here one closing bracket. Okay, so what is the meaning of this statement? So here whenever the user will give some input, that input will be replaced by this input function, and it is in the form of string. So now this string will be converted to integer, then after that that value is stored inside variable norm1. Okay, so now this norm1 is integer and this norm2 is also integer. Okay, now if I run this file, then you can see we will get correct result. Okay, so let me clear the terminal, and now if I run this file, then, and I will type here suppose 5, and then hit enter, and 10, and hit enter, then you can see the addition of two number is 15. Okay, so we are getting correct result. So if you are facing any difficulties while learning this concept, then feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will be definitely answering your queries. So this is it for now. We will continue from this onwards in our next video. Thank you for watching this video.